Hello and welcome to SaltWire today for Monday, May 1st. I'm your host, Kate Walker. The Public Service Alliance of Canada and the federal government have reached a tentative agreement after 12 days on strike. The union says the new contract includes a wage increase of 12.6% over 4 years and new remote work language. The deal between PSAC and the Treasury Board comes after nearly 2 weeks of picketing across the country and intense bargaining over this weekend. The deal must still be ratified by its members. More than 120,000 workers were expected to be back on the job this morning, but that's not the case as 35,000 Canada Revenue Agency workers are still on strike. Talks between the Union of Taxation Employees, PSAC, and the government have yet to reach a deal on a new contract, with bargaining issues of telework, wages, and job security on the table. Police are investigating after a green laser was pointed at an aircraft flying over the Five Islands area yesterday. RCMP say around 1:30 a.m., a pilot of a small two-seater plane was flying at nearly 2,000 meters and traveling near the Five Islands Provincial Park. The pilot saw a green laser appear near the flight deck and immediately reported the incident to air traffic controllers. Police say the laser appeared to track the plane for around 30 to 40 seconds. Anyone convicted of intentionally interfering with an aircraft using a laser could face up to $100,000 in fines and/or up to 5 years in prison. Well, if you're a fan of the royal family, this one's for you. While the main event, the coronation of King Charles III, is happening across the pond on Saturday, there are several events planned to celebrate the occasion right here in HRM. Whether it's viewing parties, garden parties, or tea parties, and even samplings of the chocolates inspired by the crown jewels, there's something for everyone when it comes to marking the coronation of the British monarch. This King Charles III exhibit at Province House opens to the public tomorrow at 2 p.m. A lottery was set up for seats at few public events at Government House, a showing of the film Canadians at the Coronation tomorrow at 7 p.m., watching TV coverage of the coronation on Saturday at 7 a.m., and the unveiling of the King's portrait at 2 p.m. on May 31st. A flag-raising ceremony will be held at Province House on Saturday at 10 a.m., and a coronation garden party at Government House on June 22nd at 2 p.m. And that's not all. For more info on all the royal events, you can read the full story on saltwire.com. Two women in Musquodoboit Harbour have teamed up to open a bakery. Renee Lavigueur and Ola Jackson were strangers and new to town, selling their baked goods at the local farmers market as a way to find their way into the community.
She was selling cupcakes and I was doing donuts. And I decided one day to reach out to her and just straight up ask, do you want to start a business together? Because I was a stay-at-home mom and she was a flight attendant, so we were both only able to commit part-time.
They first bought a food truck, but the well-known Dobbitt's Bakehouse went up for sale in December 2022. They knew they couldn't pass up the opportunity to buy it, but that came with a lot of help from the community.
It was even community funded. Like, a lot of the community members came together and helped us out. We did a fundraiser just so we can kind of give a little bit of a makeover to the space. So that was really nice.
Through a GoFundMe page and other fundraising, they raised around $7,000 and Musquodoboit Desserterie became their own. And it's been a hit since they opened their doors April 15th and sold out with 3 hours left to go. With so much to choose from, it's hard to pinpoint the favorites.
Definitely cupcakes and donuts, but we do also make breads, cookies, muffins, all kinds of things really, and there's going to be so much more to come. We just haven't had a chance to really experiment just yet.
And what began as a team of 2 is now 5 full-time and part-time employees who are all women. It's time now for a glimpse of today's Thinking Out Loud with Sheldon McLeod. Today, Sheldon is speaking with filmmaker Robin Badger about her documentary short and Mental Health Week.
I know you did a short about that, spelled with a K. Tell me a little bit about why that subject, why that was important for you to talk about.
Yeah, so I made the short documentary with a fellow filmmaker and mental health advocate named Dan Smeby. And we both had realized that that was something very important to us, that because people don't know who you are or what your past is or where you've been and what you've done, or that you've, gone into psychiatric hospital 3 times. People just don't know that. And the reason it is called Crazy, which is #crazy, KREYZEE, is the phonetics of the word crazy. And we really wanted people to go right to the dictionary and find out, what does that word actually mean and why are you using it all the time?
And for Sheldon's full conversation, head to the opinion section of SaltWire.com. Time now for the Atlantic Sports Wire, presented by Scott Squires.
Katie Jean is a colleague of mine at SaltWire, and this past weekend, she took a dip in Halifax Harbour. You heard that right. Katie joins me now. Katie, why did you swim in Halifax Harbour?
Yeah, so I have a bit of a backstory to it. My son is disabled, and I was looking into the Special Olympics for him because he is also very energetic. And when I went to their website, I saw that they had a polar plunge, which you could raise money to support Special Olympics. And I thought, oh, that could be fun. I'll throw it on Twitter. I put it on Twitter and said I would do the plunge for $1,000. And I was kind of hoping it would just fizzle, or people would say, I don't want you to jump in the harbor. I'm not going to give you money. But I ended up raising $1,000 within 2 days. I'm still very conflicted about that. I'm not sure if I have really supportive people in my life or if I have a lot of people that want to throw me into the harbor. But regardless, I said I would do it. So I raised over $1,000 and in the end raised over $4,000.
Katie, thanks for taking the time to do this, and good on you for taking on this challenge and raising the funds that you did and being that top fundraiser and taking a dip in the harbor. Well done.
Yeah, well, I said I'll do it again next year for the same amount, so maybe more.
We'll check it out next year. Thanks, Katie.
Thank you.
For my full conversation with Katie, you can click on the video link at saltwire.com and also visit our SaltWire YouTube channel. And remember, when you're there, give it a like and subscribe. In Halifax, I'm Scott Squires for the Atlantic Sports Wire.
I did it!
Thank you, Scott. On to weather now to see what's coming up in the forecast. We're going to check in now with our weather specialist, Alistair Alders.
Thanks, Kate. Well, it certainly was a wet and windy start to the new month. We could see that on the live eye there behind you, but this is certainly beneficial rain given how dry April was. Now, the entire week won't be a washout, but we do have more showers and drizzle in the forecast. This evening, the periods of rain will continue, tapering off to more scattered showers and drizzle overnight tonight. In total, about 30 to 50 millimeters of rain on the way. We'll see the temperature this evening near 6 degrees. Winds also from the east, 30 to 50 kilometers per hour. Waking up tomorrow morning to cloudy skies with fog patches and drizzle, starting the day near 7 degrees. And as we go into the afternoon, mainly cloudy, might see the sun peek out, but holding on to a chance of showers or drizzle. In the high temperature near 9 degrees. Tomorrow, winds gusting 15 to 30 kilometers per hour in the afternoon. Now, we will have a chance of showers and drizzle hanging around for the second half of this week right through Friday, and I do think it will remain relatively cloudy. Looks like sunshine and warmer temperatures will return to the forecast just in time for the upcoming weekend. Kate.
Thank you, Alistair. That's all for now. For more extended video and full online articles, stay tuned to saltwire.com, and you can find us on social media. I'm your host, Kate Walker. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.